The first day of the trip is done. We started the day quite early. I woke up about 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, even though we were tired as a whole after the previous day and very late check-in, as jet lag still showing a bit due to the 3-hour difference between Tokyo and New Zealand. We started the day by having breakfast at the restaurant down on the first floor of the hotel, and then just head out for a walk towards Tokyo Station, which was about 14 or 15 minutes walk. And on the way, it was rather uneventful. Just really was meant to be a relaxed day, and that's what it was. Picked up our tickets in the Tokyo Station, GR Pass tickets. There was a number of kiosks. Picked the one that actually had seating. The cafe area was quite nice. The man was helpful. There weren't really any news or anything along those lines for us, and we haven't tried to book the tickets for the first proper Shinkansen that we will be taking south in the next 2 days. That will be a job probably for me in 2 days time. Hopefully won't have to reserve the spots. Other than that, we went around, done a bit of shopping, tried to do some bit of shopping, looking for clothes and skirts, unsuccessfully. This Ginza area is full of boutique shops and whatnot. None of them are, quite what Emma was looking for. And I managed to get a cable for the laptop. It is not quite what I was expecting to get, but at least it is a legal way of getting this sort of adapter, which has 2 phases and the ground, but none of the pretty much plugs in Japan have the ground, so I guess this is their way to make it legal, by separating the ground to make it your problem for not doing the right thing, as opposed to theirs. Yeah, that's pretty much how it was for the first half a day, and then we headed off to teamLabs Planet, which was quite a marvelous show. The highlight probably for me was the room with flowers, which it was in a half dome. You were lying down on the floor with pretty effects of flowers and faked 3D animations, which really felt real when you were there. And the second best probably was the water place, where there was a bunch of fish swimming around, and you could also, it was actually you were not quite knee-high in the water, but slightly higher than the ankle, like muddyish muddyish white, milky white water, hopefully with a bunch of disinfectants, and on top of it, like in blackness, there was a projection of fish, flowers, and lots of other things. Very cool type of art. Probably one of my favorite of this sort of kind. The last ones I've seen like this were in LA, and no, nothing like as impressive as this. And in LA it was just a mirror room with LED lights, pretty small one, while here you could actually walk through as well. It was, Emma mentioned it was pretty trippy looking downwards, but Audition mentioned it's way less claustrophobic than just a pure mirror room, for personally, after being to LA. But you know, it was a pretty marvelous place. Definitely a high recommendation on my side. And it's not just seeing the video of it, it's pretty cool actually, just feeling it. It's nice walking in a bit of water and just walking with your foot there, because you had to leave your shoes outside at the start, like at the entrance. Your socks as well, and ladies were given shorts if they came with skirts, because the floors were mirrored at the bottom, and obviously the sides as well. Yeah, and then we came back via the normal metro subway back to the hotel, and afterwards had a nap, a rest, went to a ramen place in Ginza. Was a bit of a minor adventure. The place that we want to go to, it did say it was busier than usual on Google, but yeah, we went there and found out there was a work function, so no sushi platters for us, and instead we found a ramen place where we had to stand in the queue a bit, 20 minutes or so, and afterwards stand another 10 minutes or so in a queue to get seated, and it was a nice homely restaurant. Nothing fancy, I would say. Nice food, nice ramen. Emma picked like a chicken broth of sorts, so chicken ramen with a very creamy broth. And I picked sardines ramen. Really not what I was expecting. It actually had pork as well, but also the broth itself was quite fishy, and yeah, did taste a bit of sardines. Can't say too much, just I'll say fishy as a whole. Yeah, and now came back to the hotel and going to call an early night. Going to wake up early and go to Disney Sea tomorrow. See ya.